Laura Busby, thanks for taking the time. Always a tough interview when I talk to an Air Force coach that has lost to either Army or Navy, a tough loss against Army. Tell me your impression about that game, had the lead most of the contest.
Yeah, we scored a goal in the first half, and I think we were honestly a bit fortunate to be up at halftime, just given how the game went. I thought Army played really well. They had some really dynamic players in the attacking third that caused us some issues. And as I say to our team all the time, we just have to continue to grow and take steps forward. And I think that game truly exposed us in a few different areas. So we did video the next day, and I felt like we were much better on Sunday in a lot of those areas that we struggled with against Army. So certainly disappointing to give up a 1-0 lead, but I think when you have things like a lightning delay factor into it, the last 30 minutes just became a dogfight. So.
Yeah. For sure. Let's talk lightning delays. You had one at each of these games. We had one back here with the men's soccer game at home. Do you think there might be some sort of better way, or how do you handle it when you know you've got 30 minutes, which could become another 30 minutes, which could become another 30 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's difficult because it's hard for players to stay focused when you don't know how long you're going to be sitting in there for. So I think we have some younger players that are on our travel roster this year, and I think when I look back at that game and watched it back, I think we showed our inexperience a little bit, even though we've got great leadership in our senior class. We do have a number of younger players, and I think there's a balance there of knowing what you need personally during that break, and knowing when to refocus and get your mind right for getting back out on the field. And we were probably less than 5 minutes away from the threshold of needing to play the game the next day. And so we actually thought we were going to do that, and then they were like, it's clear. So I don't know if there's any way to mentally prepare for that necessarily, but I think you just have to know yourself and what you need in that moment to be able to refocus.
Lightning has been the bane of a lot of soccer. I think it's second year in a row Bucknell has had a lightning delay, but let's go back and just talk to me X's and O's and your impression of your team against Bucknell.
Yeah, I mean, we had 60% possession in the game, and I think we did a lot of things right. Like I said, doing film with the players individually, spending a lot of time the day before. I think I was proud to see them apply that information on Sunday in that game, and a lot of players contributed for us. I thought we looked really strong throughout stretches of the match in terms of possession. And I think early on this season, we did a great job of executing in the final third and taking advantage of our opportunities. And I don't think we created enough quality chances in the game. They actually statistically beat us in that category of quality, expected goals. And so I don't think that we can afford to do that in games and kind of go against the odds and beat a team without more expected goals. So it's something that we're going to focus on this week.
Yeah, for sure. This week you take on Washington, just one game, but some things happening before that. Tracy Healy will be the first women's soccer player going into the Athletic Hall of Fame. It's Alumni Weekend. Just tell me what it means to you to have and to recognize the alumni here at Air Force.
Yeah, I think it's just a great opportunity. We had a great turnout last year. To have Tracy being inducted for the first time ever in our program, to have someone inducted is really awesome. So we're going to have a great turnout again this year, and a great kind of schedule lined up for our alums to kind of show them a glimpse into our program and the direction that we're headed. We've made some renovations to our team room, and I think they'll be excited to kind of tour the facilities and chat with our players. So, but yeah, we're super excited. UW was a game early on for us on the road last year, and one of our first as a new staff. And so I think a little redemption is in the cards this year, especially having them at home at altitude. And I know just to round out the non-conference schedule, it's important that we end on a good note. So just looking for a complete performance out of our team. I think we've had it for stretches within matches, but I think a complete performance for 90 minutes is ultimately what we're looking for.
Absolutely. That game originally scheduled for Friday has been moved to Saturday at 1 o'clock. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck.
Thank you.